Are there new experiments proving the existence of ether? If there is, then it's game over for the scientific community. Yeah, they've known about ether for years now. Um, there are more experiments being done showing, that it does exist. And we even talked about the oscillator experiments a few weeks ago. How they misinterpret those to say that, the earth is moving and there is no ether. But of course, they got that all ass backwards because they misinterpret what's going on. Yeah, I get papers probably once a month now about more tests about ether. And the curious thing about this whole thing with ether is Einstein had invented special relativity in 1905 to answer the Michelson-Morley experiment that said the Earth wasn't moving. Okay. And the only way Einstein could deal with that is by saying, well, the ether doesn't exist. Okay. And if the ether doesn't exist, then light speed can be constant. And the fact that light speed is constant is the postulate, the assumption that he made in order to invent special relativity. Okay. So basically Einstein had a choice. Either he makes light constant or he makes the Earth constant. Okay. And when I say constant Earth, I mean the Earth that's not moving. He had two choices. Now, being the scientist that he was, who hated God, hated religion, hated the Catholic Church, what do you think he's going to choose? You think he's going to choose the Earth to be constant? No. He chooses light to be constant. And the way you do that is you get rid of the ether. You just say it doesn't exist. Okay? And everybody swallowed it. Now he came back 10 years later in 1915 and he invented general relativity because he's actually forced to, because special relativity didn't answer all the questions. It didn't even begin to answer all the questions. All it tried to do was answer Michelson's experiment that said the Earth wasn't moving, and special relativity allowed it to move by, juggling the equations, basically. And that's all it answered. But then it created all kinds of problems. And these problems can only be solved by inventing another theory called the general theory of relativity. But in that theory, light speed is not constant. Einstein took back the ether. Yeah, the very ether he let go in 1905 to tell us that the Earth is moving, and Michelson's experiment didn't say the Earth was still in space. He took back the ether. Okay. And well, if that's the case, then special relativity can't answer Michelson's experiment anymore, can it? No. All right. So, you just have total contradictions in science today. And these guys just whisk over the things as if they don't exist. And so now they use both theories. Whatever theory will work for them, if you come up with a problem for them, we'll use special relativity here. But if another problem, special relativity can't answer and actually contradicts the problem, well, we'll use general relativity over here, you see. So, they have an ace up their sleeve, so to speak, to answer questions that are brought for them. But even then, they still can't answer the question. So, yeah, it's almost game over, like you say here.